Welcome to this extraordinary symposium, Building an SEL Nation. It is an absolute honor to stand before you as we come together with a shared vision, a vision of a nation where every child's social, emotional well-being is nurtured, cherished, and given the utmost importance.
And the problems of the world are no match for the problem-solving skills that we apply in community to solve them when we succeed.
So this notion that we have SEL over here and academics over here, we just have learning.
Each panel, each workshop, the discussions here hold immense potential to empower us as individuals and as change agents.
I just invite you today to challenge you to let your light shine by embracing all the symposium has to offer.
SEL would change my community a lot more and help the adults be more open to mental health and emotions.
I wanted to tell you guys, thank you, and thank you. You are amazing, you are courageous, and you're the future of our youth.
I champion SEL because I never had it.
It allows children to be more of who they are and ultimately creates the sort of context for learning to happen.
When I was going through school, I was never heard, seen, or valued.
How do I increase the skill development that it's going to take to liberate the hearts and minds of these students in my classes, navigating this entire academic year?
And you would think the #1 graduate school of education, training teachers, would have a stellar approach to training teachers, right? Believe it or not, one of the most important things is how much research money you have.
What we're talking about here, these are not easy, quick things, or here's a quick strategy that can change the way your classroom functions. It's not that simple.
My SEL superpower is just being a great motivator.
Self-awareness, it helps me move forward, how emotions sort of manifest in me and impact my relationships with other people.
Because of the experiences that African Americans endured, and for Asian Americans, it was quite a bit different. It was very much controlled.
We need to talk about what is it like to feel like parent raising a Black child in this country. We need to do adult SEL work with Black families.
This summit is not merely an assembly of panels and workshops, but a platform for us to ignite change, empower one another, and sow the seeds of a truly SEL-focused nation.
Helping teachers learn these skills is so important. What we focus specifically on is giving them the necessary tools so that they can focus on the human relationship.
How many of us grew up with that teacher that made a big difference in our lives? We're finding that we have to reconnect and find other ways to come back to that after COVID.
If students' social, emotional, or mental health needs are not attended to, that has to be the foundation before we can even get to academics and get to thinking about beyond high school.
Learning is necessarily an emotional experience. We learn in social settings from one another and in how we build knowledge, we co-construct, right? And necessarily there are academic pieces that have to go into that.
When you're looking at the data and you're seeing teachers actually making use of the program, then you know that, oh my gosh, that's money well spent.
I am building an SEL nation from a district lens by creating systems around social emotional learning. Change the language, the frameworks, and you align, between the way administrators think about it, the way students and teachers think about it, and the way families connect with social emotional learning principles.
One of the things that I think has been extremely successful is celebrating the champions in our LEAs and really elevating their work, putting the spotlight back on them in those opportunities, getting them to share promising practices.
I was a writing tutor for Black and Latino students who were special admits. It was my job to help them excel, and I was able to do that because I established a relationship.
And what does it look like? What will it feel like?
My community would be better because it wouldn't be so much violence, and kids would be more focused on getting a degree, going to college, getting a good job, and being successful.
I'm building an SEL nation by supporting aspiring teachers and current teachers in learning how to identify their own feelings and emotions.
When we succeed, We will see students engaging in productive struggles in classroom buttressed by social and emotional skills that will equip them not only to learn English or math, but to learn everything.
We're looking at and thinking about the ways in which what it takes to do SEL implementation well, and how we can use data that's meaningful to students and educators, SEL data, to promote the conditions for racial equity and social justice in their schools.
I'm building an SEL nation. All right, see we're in unison here. Hands up. I'm building an SEL nation. I'm building an SEL nation. One more time. I'm building